Hello everyone, Lady Via here. In light of recent events regarding an art YouTuber by the name of Kooleen, I had decided to also come here and shed some light on it, as I had not seen many commentators cover it, besides Kai Wise, Rin, and Duchess Celestia. Of course there could be more, but I had not seen as many, so sorry. Before we begin, I would like to preface that I am myself not an artist of color, but a white girl from Slovenia. So the topic of racism doesn't affect me in this case. However, I would like for my fellow artists of color to feel welcomed and accepted in the art community. So that's why I'd like to also talk about Kooleen and her past that recently came to haunt her. I also apologize for the funky audio, as I'm literally recording this on my phone and editing and stitching it all together in Filmora on my AirPad. So if you'd like to see more of me in the future, consider liking, subscribing, and give me some constructive criticism while you're here. And so without further ado, begin the video. For those who don't know, Kooleen is a huge art channel with 2 million subscribers on YouTube as was scripting this video. Her content is mainly making short art tutorials and roasting art videos, any of which rarely exceed 10 minutes. She is popular with younger artists mainly for her anime, webtoon, and manhwa art style, which are the biggest contributor to her predicament right now, paired with some of her own statements. See, despite the humor and quality of her tutorials that people usually had gripes with her about, recently it has come to light that her behavior in older videos is less than savory, to put it nicely. Now, I want to make it abundantly clear that I am not making this video to virtue signal or to be a white savior to those most affected by Kooleen's actions, which are people of color. I am making this video to bring attention to the situation and not to speak over the voices of those affected. And as such, I will refrain from giving my opinions on the matter or put any labels on Kooleen, as it is not my place to do so. However, do let me know what you think in the comments. For more insight on the situation, I implore you to also watch Kai Wise and Duchess Celestia's videos after this one. Now with that out of the way, let's get into it. Recently, Kooleen has faced a lot of criticism over a now deleted clip from a video from a year ago where she, quote-unquote, fixed a non-anime portrait of a black woman to fit her own anime manhwa art style, all while calling it goofy and fixing ethnic features and calling it #valid criticism.
She looking kinda goofy, so let me give you some #valid criticism. As a general rule, just don't let the chin exceed the nose. Imagine that this is the skull, and this is where the eye should be, a bit closer to the side. It helps to draw a diagonal line like this to serve as a guide. And now I'm simply gonna liquefy, and then the eyebrows just copy-paste, and there we go, yassify.
Do I even need to say anything? There's so much wrong with this on so many levels. First of all, no, it is not a general rule. No, not even in anime style. And second of all, if that was not bad enough, Kooleen also made us a lovely tutorial on how to achieve her style, in which she calls her style as correct and the slightly protruding features from the line as gorilla-looking MFs. The backlash Kooleen got from this was well warranted, from insinuating ethnic features to be plain incorrect and then proceeding to fix them into something more Eurocentric beauty standards. Of course, people took issue with it. Not only are ethnic features not wrong, they are just as beautiful as any other, and should not be fixed, not in art and definitely not in real life. To To then call another POC character's edges another set of eyebrows, it's easy to come to the most logical conclusion. However, as I said, it is not my place to judge whether or not her actions or her behavior is racist or not. What I will say is that they certainly were ignorant and very much insensitive to the people of color. And with all of that, Kooleen has stated before that she doesn't draw quote-unquote ugly people because it doesn't get clicks and videos on Instagram. At least in some part, that could be the effect of internalized colorism that's prevalent in the Philippines and Asia in general, as many other Filipino artists have pointed out. Many facial features that Kooleen referred to as gorilla-like, as well as darker skin, are what many native Filipinos have but are being put down constantly for the more idolized East Asian and Eurocentric features. That, paired with her "I don't draw ugly people" statement, and her artwork consisting of mainly young and slim characters with East Asian and Eurocentric features, could be the result of that. However, while perhaps explainable, it doesn't do anything but reinforce the notion that BIPOC ethnic features are unattractive and something to be fixed, and by extent, ashamed of. And that's to remember that most of her audience are young artists, including BIPOC artists who had been hurt by her statement and actions. So far, as of writing and editing this video, Kooleen has yet to address any of this and apologize. She definitely does know what is going on, as she keeps liking positive comments on her videos and ignoring the ones that call out her behavior and call her to address anything. It seems as though she's hoping that if she stays silent and keeps posting her usual content, people will eventually stop bugging her, and this will all be over for her. Little does she know. Responses to whether or not Kooleen will be able to fix the harm she caused varies greatly among the POC artists and viewers alike, and only time will tell. And whatever does come out of it, I implore my fellow non-BIPOC artists to sit this one out. This is not for us to forgive or to give opinions on. Instead, let's at the very least try to prevent more situations like this from happening in the future. While nobody is obligated to or should be forced to draw black characters, as forced representation is half-assed representation, and half-assed representation is worse than no representation. Anyone can benefit from practicing different facial structures, or at least be mindful of ethnic features enough not to erase them or stereotype them. They are just as adaptable to any art style, including anime and manhwa, without over-exaggerating or erasing them. There may be fewer references. Black artists have made tutorials to make it easier. It's a skill to be learned, and young artists should be encouraged to try it out and guided along the journey. Hopefully, that way we can at least try to make our community a better place for everyone. So, this is it for this video. I hope I did a decent job of summarizing the situation without speaking over any POC voices. And if I did, please let me know in the comments. Since it's my first video and I don't want to white knight too much, I'll leave the video here. I'll link Kaya Wise, such as Celestia and Brin's videos on the matter in the description below, as they were great sources of information and many have bigger platforms to take bigger takes on it than I'm able or comfortable to give right now. I apologize for my accent or voice. I'm not a native English speaker, so sorry if my accent fluctuates too noticeably. I'll try to fix that in the upcoming videos. If you have any suggestions, please leave them down below also. So, let me know how I did. Follow me on socials, subscribe, and take care everyone.